Ashraya dosha. This dosha says, if you have fought with your wife, don't eat in the house. Morning before going to the office, if you had fight with your wife, don't eat in house that day. Have your food in hotel. If you have food in your house, you will get ulcer. Ashraya dosha proves. The Ashraya dosha means the person who cooks the food, his thoughts are also getting cooked along with the food. Not only the ingredients which she adds, his thoughts are also getting added to the food. Now scientists have proved, there are so many research reports which proves the Ashraya dosha. And there is a physics test done in a university, the same test with the same instruments, in same room temperature, in same conditions, done by two different scientists, gives two different results. Do you understand? The same experiment, same instruments, same conditions, same temperature, done by two different persons, gives two different results. What is meant by this? What can be the reason? The thoughts of the person affects the outer things. Now we will prove when the fruits come. I will show you one of the experiments to prove the jati dosha. At that time I will prove the fruits about the thoughts. Ashraya dosha, whatever you think, that is also getting cooked along with the food. And the person who touches the food, his thoughts are, the food is also contaminated by his thoughts, or blessed by his thoughts. That is why the idea of Naivedya came into existence. Do you know the meaning of Naivedya? Anybody knows the meaning of the word Naivedya? Offering. Niveda. Offering means not that we are asking to eat. We are not at all asking to eat. We are just showing it. We are actually showing it. Even the word Nivedana means that only. It is not that we are asking. There is no, the Nivedana cannot be translated, please eat. The idea itself is not there. We are offering it. We are, what to say? We are showing it to him. In a way we can say only that much. We are showing it to him. The presence or vibration in the mandir, in a temple, and in your house shrine will get into the food. When you eat the food, you will be also benefited. That is why you just be taken to the shrine and offered, and you eat. The idea of Ashraya dosha only comes in the idea of the offering the food to the God. Yes, the devotion, can call it in any way. Your thoughts attack the food also. Whatever you do, your thoughts attacks the things which you do. But the right question. When you do this meditation, when you do this dosha meditation, your body intelligence will get awakened. When you get awakened, you will feel when you eat, when you want to eat, when you want to stop. So eat according to the body. Don't have any system. If you go for a system, you will not be respecting your intelligence. Of course, wait for a few days. When you regularly meditate, do this meditation, you will exactly feel when you want to eat. You get diagnosed with your intelligence. So eat according to your need. Don't eat according to the system. According to the system of somebody. Nobody should force the system upon others. Somebody has designed the system for himself, not for you. For you, you have to design the system. That is the way for intelligence. may differ from day to day. And the only way to awaken this consciousness is when you eat with full awareness and consciousness. Before eating, today I can give this as homework. You all, after going tonight, you all just eat with full consciousness. How to do that? I will tell you. Before the food comes to your plate, just close your eyes and take the vow that you will not remember the past or future. You will not worry about the past or plan about the future. Just drop your mind and start when the food comes. Look at the food with full of love and deep feeling. Please listen carefully. Look at the food with full of love and deep care, full of love and friendliness. And then start adding by each and every handful of food when you eat with full tasting it. Taste fully, as much as possible, as slowly as possible. Taste and eat. And it may take a little more time. How much you take? It may take 10 minutes. Now you will be taking some 20 minutes. But you will see the quantity of food has reduced. When you eat with quality, the quantity gets reduced. You will see what is meant by amrita. All our food is nothing but amrita. Only we don't eat it like amrita. When you change the quality, when you change the way of eating, the food also changes. Food is not a simple dead thing. Don't think food is a matter. It is a life consciousness. Annam Brahma. Upanishad says food is God. It has its own intelligence. When you eat with respect, it goes and helps you to grow. Helps your body. If you eat with disrespect, if you simply grab it, you feel it, but you never feel fulfilled. If you feel it, then naturally it will be giving only negative effect, negative results. It will not be helping you to grow. It will be helping you only in a negative way. So just try today this method. Today all of you go home, and in night food, only one time food you have this. And then write down on paper what you felt. Bring it tomorrow. Negative energy and nil energy. What for we eat? Can you even answer? What for we eat? Why we eat?
To energize the body.
To energize the body is the right question. You can live without having food 80 days. Biology proves for 80 days without having food you can live. Who said energy to energize the body? Yes. That is the right question. Right answer. Huh? If a quantity gets by itself lessened, no problem. Don't reduce it by force. To energize the body. But after having food, do you feel energetic?
No.
Huh? You see, patience will be the question of patience. You said that you are taking food to energize the body. After food, do you feel you are energized?
Slowly.
After food, all of us feel like having rest. Many people, they sit in the bed to cart itself and eat, keep the plate and lie down. It happens in many ways. Many people, majority it happens. There are few people who are already practicing these few ideas, maybe feeling the energy. But generally, what we feel after the food? Sleepy. We feel to take rest. We feel tired. What is meant by it? Sun rises to give the light. But when sun comes, darkness descends. That is what is meant by it. You see, sun rises to give the light. But the result is, when sun rises, darkness descends. We eat to energize the body, but when we eat, sleepiness comes. If we become dull, what is meant by it? Or contradicting behavior, things are happening. Then there is something basically wrong with the food what we eat. So here is an experiment to prove what is the food with the energy, which is the food with the negative energy, which is the food with the nil energy. You see, if the positive energy food is more in your food system, you will be feeling energetic after the food. If the negative energy food is more in your food system, you will be feeling lethargic after food. If the nil energy food, you will be neither feeling lethargic nor feeling electric, energetic. So to prove this, we have brought this. There is a experiment. Why is the sannyas are wearing this mala? At the time of Bhiksha, sannyas are supposed to do Parivraja Yatra. When we do Parivraja Yatra, we have to take the vow that we will not touch money. I did around 2.5 years. I wandered like this from Himalayas to Kanyakumari. At the time we take the vow of not touching money. We will not touch the money. We will just beg and eat and sleep wherever it is allowed. We will sleep. And then in that way I travel. Practically we walked around 2000 kilometers. I walked a little bit here and there by train, by bullock carts. If somebody purchases and gives the ticket by train, otherwise in many ways we have traveled. In that time, in Bhiksha time, some people may give us a Bhiksha, the old food, which will be poisoned, which will be rotten, or which will not be a suitable food for health. That time we will check that food with this mala. If we keep the mala on that food, if it goes clockwise, it's an energy food, the food with energy. If it goes anti-clockwise, the food with negative energy. If it moves like a pendulum, it's a nil energy. It is the meter which we use to categorize the food. Any food, after making, we will bring it and check it with the mala. If the mala says okay, then only we eat, otherwise we will throw it out. This is the way, and this is the way to use it. Now I will just show, and I will call some of you who are the doubtful people and make them to do. You can see this is the positive food. Someone of you can come and then do what I do.
Hold it.
You are able to see?
Somebody has to volunteer.
It's moving like a pendulum. If you have some mala, you can hold it up. Some people may be thinking that only Swami's mala will move. No, not like that. Even your malas can move. If any of you have Rudraksha, rose, sandalwood, this Rakta Sandana mala, these two mala will move. These two mala will show. Any of you have any mala? Yes, you can bring and see that directly by yourself. Anybody else wants to do also, they can come and do.
Do it at home.
Yes, someone of you please come. Yes, Pratibha Chandra will come and do. Yes, you can come and do it yourself. Yes, you hold.
Don't shake it by hand.
The positive food will always go clockwise. Don't do the hand. Don't do it by yourself. Allow it to happen. And in a house you can practice and see. If you have the pendulum in house, you can keep the pendulum and see. Just keep it here. With the nil energy food, it will be going like a pendulum, simply. give energy by yourself. No, it is supposed to run this way. It is running this way. Just hold and make it. It is supposed to run in the middle way. Because it is nil energy. It will run in indiscipline. Nil energy. So with this, you will see that it is running negative. You may handle it. Just keep running. Don't allow any movement. And allow the mala to do. In house, please all of you check it. This is also homework, one more homework. You check it and oh, in a pendulum you can check. In pendulum you can check. Yes, you can come and see. Anybody else? I just in the market. Then by holding the mala, the person who is holding the mala will close the eyes and things will be kept below that. He will not know what is kept. Then also the mala shows the right result. He checked it. You see, he checked it in that way. You can close the eyes. In a house, if you try, you close the eyes and hold the mala. The person, somebody else will keep the food. Somebody else will keep it. You will not know what is kept. What food is kept. So then the mala will show the result. You see, the movement of mala is controlled by your hand. Maybe the pulse rate. Actually, what is happening here is, due to our energy flow, the mala shows the result. If it is hand over here, it cannot give the result because it has no energy flow. But one thing you can testify, you close the eyes and hold the mala. Somebody else will keep the food. Then we can come to the right conclusion. It's only a crude thing. You understand? With this experiment. In this, actually, through these things you cannot transfer the energy now. Through these things you cannot take the energy things. These things won't be valuable. You see, if you want to suspect the system, I think this can be a much better proof. If you close the eyes and keep the mala, and somebody else keeps the food, somebody else keeps the item, then how do you know to rotate this way or that way? Then also mala shows the right result. I testified with various methods. Through meditation, you can made it to positive. If it is a normal, this type of foods, this onion, all these things can be made to positive. But poison cannot be made to positive. But these things can be diagnosed when we in the monitoring time. We use this to diagnose whether it is a poison or not. So for that we use. But negative energy food can be converted into positive energy food by meditation. It is possible.
How? The method?
The normal meditation which you do, after tomorrow you will be given a meditation Maha Mantra. When you do that meditation, you will see that energy flowing in your body. When you continuously do that, tomorrow when you speak about the meditation, I will tell you will see that in your palms, energy flow is increasing. Palms are the way for energy to go in or come out. This energy is increasing. If you just keep your palms above the food and meditate, and immediately you will be given the technique to do vipassana or breath watch. You will see that energy flow is happening between you and the food. The food can be converted into meditation. That is the idea with which you do the pranayama, you do the naivedya. Yes.
Swamiji, I heard saying a doctor that non-veg is better than meat due to that the nutrients differ, the carbohydrates more.
You see, there are few doctors who prefer, but the Western doctors today, the West is totally turning towards vegetarianism. The doctors who have gone in deep with this field, they come to vegetarianism. Now there is one more experiment. When we saw about this agara, about the jati dosha we saw. There is a big research, big controversy about the milk. In an energy level, it is vegetarian. In biological way, it is non-vegetarian. So, origin is from cow. Then I see what you want to ask. I understand. If a milk can be vegetarian, why not egg? That's what people always ask. If you keep the egg, the other hen will come. If you keep the milk, then cow will come. Will cow come? So, even though the milk's origin is cow, we cannot call it as a non-veg food. Milk is not a non-veg thing. So, with this logic, you can prove it is non-veg. It is not non-veg. You see, actually, that's what I say. Biologically, it is a non-vegetarian. Energy way, it is a vegetarian. The Eastern mystics prefer the milk because in energy ways it helps you. So energy way is a vegetarian, but a big controversy is going on about the milk. That's why I have not brought the subject milk into our class at all. There's a big controversy going on about milk. There are few Buddhist sects which don't take milk. But according to my experience, if you ask from my experience, from my own authority I say milk is good for health and for meditation. But these things has not yet proved in scientific way. Still I am not able to read. I am seeing many things which are only contradicting. There are many views about milk, but I say from my own authority, it is good for health. So we will go for next experiment. There is another experiment which I want to do. I think you can come. Your energy is moving very nicely. And then this our doctor. Where is she? Yes, you can come. And you can get this mala, somebody's mala. You see, our Ashraya dosha I told you. Our thoughts are affecting the food. Now we will have the same experiment of, let's just take food. You can keep the one hand and remember your present loving thoughts and hold the mala. You will see it is positively rounding. The same hand, if you tighten it, if you think some angry thought, the same mala will go negatively. You can experiment with pendulum. Today please experiment this also. You have to hold for him and he has to hold for you. Yes, because if you hold reversal, you may psychologically do something. So, you keep relaxed hand and she will be holding them. You just keep the, first you experiment. You hold the hand and you can hold mala. In a relaxed way. And you just close the eyes. Can you see? Each one of you please experiment. When you go on into house, you experiment yourself. Yes, you can do it with watching. And if you don't have watching, also 1 minute. You can open the eyes and show you. Even an ordinary ring, you can tie it with a thread. You see, you can take out the ring and tie it with a thread, you can do it. and then now you can make it tight, make your hands tight. Don't do, just allow it to happen. You see, about these things you can get convinced only when you do it by yourself. You will not be able to get convinced when somebody else does. Unless otherwise you do it by yourself. These things are olden days systems, devices to divine yourself, to gauge yourself and about your food. These things still work. One thing is sure, these things work. With deep trust, no faith, not with faith, with deep trust and with openness. Test all these things. When you go and test, you will find these things work. These things work. These things are proved. So, when you see that you are, when you are seeing directly, even the thoughts, your thoughts can change the pendulum. Do you think the thoughts cannot change the food? Thoughts can really change the food. So the final conclusion which I want to give is, don't eat if a person cooks with anger. Teach meditation to the person who cooks. This is the final result I want to give. So further only all this experiment which we are practicing. So give them meditation, give them these life processes which you call human excellence sciences. Silence, love, bliss, ananda, all these things. Teach them all these things. Only when they cook, it will be nice, it will be healthy food. So, the emotional intelligence, what I call the emotional, how the emotion affects our whole life. It is not a thing, if you are angry and you are not expressing the anger, even if you don't express the anger, it is not a thing house will be calm. If you simply hold the anger in your heart, that is enough to disturb the house. That is enough to disturb your surroundings. Here is also Agni. The Jadaragni we call it. For the food is offering to the Jadaragni. So this is considered as a yaga and we chant the same mantra. The mantra means the food taker, the process of food taking. All the three are Brahman, nothing but the Brahman. So that is the meaning of the mantra. About the food and emotional intelligence. How our emotions attract the others. Attacking and attracting, both are not the same in a way. If you